Hello, my beautiful Libras. Thank you for joining me today for your mid-month reading for June 2024. Um, let's go ahead and dive in and find out what the heck is going on for you. I am going to be tapping into the higher self collective so that you can find out the potential that's available for you as you align yourself with source, as you tap into your higher self and you are able to get into the flow of your own life and your own creativity. So I'm going to go ahead and change this camera view here. And let's begin pulling cards from the gold foil deck, okay? What is in store for Libra for the final 2 weeks, the second 2 weeks or second half of June 2024? Oh, strengths. Okay, fantastic. Great way to start this off. Let's go ahead and pull a couple more cards here. Whoa, Queen of Wands. Yes, Queen power. And this, I don't know if you guys know it, but the female on the strength card is actually the Empress. So we've got some really strong power and some strong words, it looks like. Your words are belly your life. You are casting some serious hells out there, I see, but just amazing, beautiful, open throat chakra. Okay, so all right, strength card. Strength is where you bring yourself to essentially a meditative state, to bring yourself to this internal state of peace and harmony within the connection with the source within you, because that's what peace is when you're harmonized. And Libras, you're all about harmonization, aren't you? You're Venus ruled, okay, with beauty and peace and love. And so you tap into that part of you, okay, and you allow yourself to let the fears within you show themselves. And once you do that and you go into this complete acceptance for those fears, you are able to see that actually it's a new opportunity to experience something that hasn't been experienced before for you. It's an area for you to grow. It's something expansive for you. So when I love that that the word strength here is the word that is chosen for facing fears, because once you recognize, once you have the courage, okay, once you have the courage to allow yourself to open yourself up to those vulnerable, scary feelings, places that maybe you hadn't been able to be completely honest with yourself. Maybe you were suppressing some things and weren't saying those, because I'm feeling a really strong throat chakra energy and all of this for you. Those places that you had been too afraid to stand up for who you are, really, when you look at those from a peaceful place, it does open up infinite opportunities for you, okay? And it does give you strength. It gives you, this is where true authenticity, true strength comes from. It's being able to be honest with our emotions and not playing into the fears, no longer like using our thought and in our mind for like self-terrorizing through fearful um projections, right? We're projecting fear into our own lives. Do you begin to open up to what is possible? I love that this is an 8, and I love that this is a lion here, because this is 8 for the infinity sign, right? But the 8 is the 8th month. Now, I know that you're the 10th month, right? The 9th, 10th month, being the Libra in October. But what we're seeing here is this strength card coming from the passions that you hold, because the 8 that I'm picking up on here is the sun, and the sun is your solar plexus. Okay. That's the solar plexus chakra. And the sun is Leo, right? The lion, the 8th month, that's Leo. And Libras are the Leos of the air signs, right? You're beautiful and not afraid to be seen. So what I'm picking up here for you is the strength that is built and these opportunities that come from you standing in the beauty as you're harmonized with the truth of who you are. by recognizing where you have doubted, where you had feared, where you had worried, and no longer playing into them, to the point that like she's like sticking her hand in this lion's mouth and she realizes she's not afraid. She's not afraid to do the very scary thing. What she had maybe seen initially as a monster or something to be afraid of is now an opportunity for a new experience for her. So this is a fantastic way to be starting out this reading, as you tapping into your own authentic strength by being honest with yourself, allowing yourself to feel everything and no longer playing into those fears. What happens from that is confidence, strength, confidence, right? Queen of Wands, she's all about confidence. It's all about knowing that exactly what she wants, she can have. It's more Leo, well, it's actually Aries, but it's fire. It's more fire energy. So it seems to me that, and what's interesting here is that this is a Mars in Gemini, which is again, fire and air. All of this is about fire and air. Every one of these is fire and air. So, okay. And we have the North Node, your destiny in Aries, fire sign, and the South Node, bringing everything into harmony and balance. That taking care of the things or saying goodbye to the things that hadn't been serving you. That fear, right, in the South Node, to support you fulfilling your own purpose, your own destiny, the things that you had promised yourself that you were going to experience when you came into this physical world. And now, because you have faced those fears, you have the confidence to move forward with conviction, taking action, not just thinking about stuff anymore. It's literally where those thoughts become engaging action. All right. So again, this is very much open throat chakra, Mars in Gemini, taking those ideas that you have had and putting them out there, doing something with them. And let's keep going here, because this is looking fantastic for you, being able to stand in who you are, knowing. Are you kidding me? Wow. You just pulled your own card, Justice. Literally the highest emanation of yourself in the major arcana, the Justice card. This is where your life is balanced. You see truth. The double edge on the sword is thought and action. Okay. So it's merging both of those together. And she is cloaked in red. What she is passionate about authenticity. She is passionate about truth. She is passionate about no longer buying into anything that does not serve her. Wow, Libra, you are standing up in who you are. You are saying it out loud. You are speaking to the universe exactly what you expect your life to look like. And you are not taking any prisoners. You're just like going for this, right? With all you got. All right. So let's go ahead and see where else is going for you. Okay. So here we have now a card of, could be manipulation, could be betrayal, could be even where you've been lying to yourself. Now, if we're really looking at this, we can say, okay, maybe you were afraid to look at where somebody else had been lying to you or not honest with you. Or maybe you were afraid to look at places inside of yourself that you weren't being honest with you. But either way, it is time for you to now, in broad daylight, stand up where everyone can see you are doing something different. You are going another direction, and you are not afraid to say it out loud. So bravo to you. Okay. And now here we have now another Gemini card, another one of your fellow BFF air signs. We have got Magician. So this is where you are allowing your inspiration to move through your body. Again, we have infinite possibilities because you are tapped into you, because you know who you are, because you have that conviction, because you are taking action on your ideas, and you are no longer putting up with BS from other people or from yourself, right? And I think that honestly, in order to put up with BS from other people, you have to be totally BSing yourself. Honestly, really, that's what it comes down to, because everything we experience in our outer world is a reflection of what we're experiencing in our inner world. And what you're doing has completely transformed your inner world, and knowing exactly who you are, and it is going to show up and blessed and flourish and what is the word I'm looking for? Like vitality. I'm thinking like fresh garden, where like everything is bursting with fresh new life energy, and working on the stabilization of all of the elements available. Oh, you've got the resources, you've got the emotional connection, you've got the truth on your side, you've got action on your side. You are literally doing everything that it takes in order to manifest the life that you want. And this is absolutely impressive, Libra. This is like an honor to behold, okay, of what is going on with you. You're going for it. I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple more cards from the Tarot of the Sacred Kingdoms just to get any more information that we might need. I love the Tarot of the Sacred Kingdoms because it feels to me like it taps into your own personal brand of magic and it pulls that out. That's my favorite thing about this deck. So we have the Moon card. Now, what the Moon card is talking about is where you have a really strong sense of something that is a potential of being able to manifest, and it hasn't necessarily manifested fully into the physical realm, but because of your attention to it, see, like this person's looking way over here at the distance, and they can't quite make it out yet, and all they've got is the moonlight, the full moon, right over here to be able to kind of light the way. We also have the a wolf here with this person talks about like a lone wolf or answering the call or being able to take that leap of faith. And so this is an internal knowledge that you don't have to have you don't need to have validated by anybody else, okay? Because you know that what you got your eye on the inside of you is about to manifest into your external world, all right? Because you're doing all the stuff required by you. And now we have the Queen of Pentacles because Queen of Pentacles talks about you using your personal energy wisely to tend to yourself, to tend to the things that you're responsible for, where you are placing your attention, where your focus is. What is that? Where your attention goes, energy flows. And there is a strong sense of that within you. This is all about self-care. This is about care for your personal surroundings, care for your personal creations. This is about you tending to the things that you need to tend to. All right. And you're giving it all of your attention, no longer outside of yourself. You're giving it the attention that it deserves and it needs for flourishing. I think that's the word I was looking for here was flourishing. Flourishing within your own life. Okay. So now what we have here, and I wanted this other card flipped over in the deck. Let me see if I can get it. Where did it go? There it is. Okay. So we have the Nine of Wands, which is where you go out, independence. It's absolute, complete independence and conviction. Now, that doesn't mean that you don't have the support of other people. That doesn't mean that you don't work with other people. That doesn't mean that other people aren't in your life. But you are independently driven, and it matters not others are coming along with you because you know where you're going. You look at that person, you know where they're going, right? And now we have the Hanged Man, which is very resonant with the Moon card. So this is Cancer. We're in Cancer season, and Hanged Man, which is Pisces. So a lot of water energy here. And the Hanged Man talks about you being able to tap into that inner vision, to be able to see your life from a new perspective and being able to have your personal passions and desires clarify the road ahead for you. Okay. In a very blessed manner. All right. So it creates a very peaceful, a very calm knowing about your own personal path, where you're going and what your life is consisting of at this point. All right. So one more card for you, Libra. Here, let's see the final outcome for the next 2 weeks. Ending at the end of June. And of course, it's not absolute with timing there. You can extend beyond the end of June, but really, as you go through this process, what is that final outcome? And we have the Ace of Pentacles. So what we have is a new path that is driven by you, that is absolutely abundant in the physical world. That means money that you can spend. That means energy to act upon your creations. That means that the very world, the physical, tangible, very world that you stand in is now opening up into a brand new, like a new doorway, this could be like a pathway to a new house. It could be a pathway to a new job. This could be a pathway to literally just an enormous amount of more money coming your way from what you're already doing, like a raise or your creative ventures are starting to pay off in a new way. But essentially, I think that the message in short for you is where your attention goes energy flows. That's literally what this all sums up to. And you are in absolute harmony with yourself. You're opening up new doorways. Your life is about to change. You have opened those doors for yourself and you are not shy to walk through it. So you should be very proud of yourselves, Libra. What these cards are showing me is that you have done an enormous amount of internal work to bring yourself to this position of being able to peacefully look at things that you have feared before and no longer terrorize yourself with fearful projections on your own life, and to literally go about your own life in a different way, no longer lying to yourself about who you are or what you're capable of, but you are stepping into the fullness of you. So congratulations, you've done the hard work. None of this would be showing up if you didn't, and I hope that you enjoy it very much the next 2 weeks. Bravo. I will see you in the next video. Thank you for joining me.